Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to this new moon meditation. And my name is Terry Messenger. And wow, I am streaming on StreamYard and Zoom, and how I look so different on Zoom to StreamYard because I don't know what it is about Zoom, but it kind of glamifies you a little bit. So on StreamYard, I'm not quite as flawless as I seem to look. Or maybe I'm just looking at myself through new moon eyes. So, as you guys are all jumping in, I would like you to come tonight, or today, or this morning, or this afternoon, wherever you are in the world, with a really powerful intention for yourself. Because this is a golden opportunity for you to manifest something in your life because it is a new moon. So, I firstly would like to say that I give all holy and powerful, anointed, and consideration of everything to God above. So I understand that God made the stars, He made the earth, He made the full land and the seas and every element of our planet from head to toe. So the moon and what it offers at this time is really just a blessing for us to become aware that at certain times of the month, we will be able to manifest even more magnetically and powerfully. So, as I'm streaming, you may find me looking over here at StreamYard and over here to Zoom. And wherever I am looking, I want you to know that this is directed for you. So if I asked you the question, what is it that you would truly love to manifest? Well, firstly, let me do a brief introduction just for those people who may not know me so well. So, my name is Terry Messenger, and I'm a world class coach, trainer, therapist, and success activator for now over 14 years. So, my passion has always been to unleash people and set them free because that's exactly what I needed to do before I could climb to great heights and really come into my own success. So, what I've discovered is that the subconscious mind actually is running everything in your life. So, who you are is according to everything that you have done and collated from your past. So, your habits, your rituals, and everything that you've learned to do are you on repeat. These are the elements that make or break your life. So, as I have founded the 5 master keys, what I've done is I've really collated the greatest of what I have seen that works with clients time and time again. And the 5 master keys will totally unlock your greatest success. So, firstly, what is success to you? If you could have the greatest success happening for you in your life, and I know that I talk to a lot of leaders, coaches, influencers, and people who really want to make a big dent in the world. They want to leave their legacy. They're not prepared to just settle for mediocre. However, whatever it is that you desire in your true heart of hearts, whether you are an artist, a healer, a coach, a driver, a parent, whatever it is, you can know right now that you can totally rise and become the greatest version of you by becoming that person now. So, if you are looking at becoming the greatest version of you, like really being just so incredibly, incredibly successful. I wonder what it would be like. What would you look like? What would you talk like? What would you be like? Because, you know, the first thing you've got to ask yourself is, do my habits, my rituals, and my patterns actually match the person that I want to be? And that is why the 5 master keys is absolutely imperative, even to people when they feel like they have really struck gold or they have already had breakthroughs. Unless you are exactly where you are wanting to be right now in this very moment, you've got work to do. And the way that I look at it, guys, is that as long as I live, I will work on my life, because I believe that investing in being the greatest version of myself not only helps other people in the world, but it helps my loved ones, my family, and, you know, my passion of bringing people's unique gifts out of them, because I'm a visionary and I love creating vision so that people can live into their God given purpose. So when you can live every day, you've got to ask yourself, am I that person? When I wake up in the morning, am I doing things for my own life that really, really attract the kind of person that I want to become? So if you are not eating properly, if you have karmic patterns in your relationships where you keep on inviting the same old things into your life, this is going to hinder you. And that's why each master key that I present when I'm working with people will not only give you, number one, the code of multi-million dollar energy so that you can step into it. And we're going to do that in just a while. We're going to step into your multi-million dollar energy. So what's that going to be like? Put it down in the comments. When you have multi-million dollar energy, that means that your frequency is high, you are unstoppable. You have really stepped into your zone of genius. And I can tell you, I can absolutely tell you from firsthand experience that when you are living your life according to your mission and aligned and congruent with your core values and what you truly want, and of course, that is something that I help unleash, that is when you have superhuman power. And I am not joking. The superhuman power will just give you this energy. Why? Because you'll be inspired. So the first thing we need to do is we need to look at, you know, what we are saying to ourselves. So I want you to acknowledge right now as a really powerful ability for you to let go of one of the biggest sabotaging patterns that you may be dealing with. Now, that could be whether it is around some habits that you have, that could be food habits, it could be alcoholic habits, it could be anything that is sabotaging, it could be self criticism, it could be fear, right? So I was talking to a beautiful lady the other day who doesn't have a fear of failure. She has a fear of success. And did you know that that can quite often be a higher purpose of what is holding us back from totally unleashing and, you know, breaking through to that next level? It can be a fear of success, because deep down at a very core, deep reason and understanding an old story, you may be telling yourself, if I succeed, I'm not going to be liked. Or if I succeed, I'm going to be judged. And I hate to tell you this, but it is true. When you succeed And when you come into being a person that is really ruthless about what you want in life, what you are saying is that you love your life, you value yourself, and that when you value yourself, for those of you who are really giving people, and I know that I deal with mostly giving people, if you're giving, caring, and compassionate, and you really have a rock solid reason for wanting to do something great on the planet Earth, spare this for a thought. When you look after your own body temple, when you tell yourself, I am good enough, I am worthy enough to put the right food into my body, to have the right rituals and habits every day, to love and accept myself. When you tell yourself that, and when you can get rid of overwhelm and all of the elements that could be holding you back, whether it is confusion, whether it is a fear of failure or a fear of success, or perhaps it's a same old pattern that you keep on attracting a problem into your life. Whatever that is, I want you to acknowledge it right now. And as you acknowledge it, what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes so that we can begin this sequence. Okay, now just take a deep breath in through your nose. Breathe in as if you're breathing in the new moon, the new life, and the new manifestation. And as you hold it, I want you to breathe out and imagine you are breathing away that pattern, that habit, that old ritual. But you're breathing it so it goes out very far into the distance. So let's take another deep breath so that you can actually breathe properly this time, because I talk too much. So on the count of three, we're going to breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, and 3. Breathe in and hold it. And imagine that you are breathing out all of the sabotaging and limiting problems, habits, and rituals that you've had, and breathe out. And just allow it to really just breathe right out, all the way out, all the way out. And as you breathe it out, I want you to ask yourself, is this a lack of self-confidence? Is this low self-worth? What is this habit and this ritual and this pattern revealing to you? Is it saying that you think you're not good enough? Is it telling you that maybe you don't feel worthy to break through the next level and actually go out and claim your wealth, your abundance? I want you to really come into that awareness. And as you're coming into that awareness, I want you now to give thanks. I want you to give thanks for this old pattern. I want you to give thanks to it, because you know what? Every single negative element in your life can easily become your power and your glory and your learning to stand on as a platform. So I would like to just move through this very fast now, and I would like you to close your eyes down shut, and I would like you to place your feet firmly on the ground and put the hand you write with on your stomach. Now, as you have your hand on your stomach, I would like you to raise up your opposite hand. And I would like you to look at that hand and open your eyes and just look at it and gaze at it. And I want you to see the hand that is out held as the problems, the sabotaging patterns, and everything that has been holding you back. So if it's low self-worth, if it is not feeling worthy enough, if it is overindulgence and you are doing something to comfort yourself, I want you to look at that and just say after me, you are only a part of me. You are not me. You are a habit, and I understand that you have been there for a higher purpose. I understand that you have dwelled in my life from some point from old when I was very, very young. And this is just a habit. Nothing more, nothing less, just a habit. Now, I want you to take another deep breath in. And as you breathe in, I want you to get ready to blow on your hand. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine your hand is actually going to drop down on your lap slowly. And just watch it drop down slowly and just thank it. That's right, all the way down. And just thank it for doing what it thought was right by you. If it was keeping you broke, if it was keeping you stuck, if it was keeping you in that pattern, maybe you had not really honored yourself. Whatever it was, when it touches your leg, just let your hand touch your leg, and now just drop your shoulders, close your eyes, and relax all the way down. And this is the part where I want to take you on a magical journey. And this magical journey is a journey that is going to help you to become the person that you want to become. You are going to become that successful person, not just because it is a goal of the future, but because it's going to become your own natural way of being. So as your eyes close down shut, as your shoulders begin to relax, as you feel a sense that your shoulders now are opening and your chest is expanding, I want you to imagine a golden light. This golden light is coming from the moon. It is coming from the sun. It is coming from the stars. All of a sudden you feel spacious. You sense the space between your eyes. You sense the space between your shoulders. You sense the space between your hands. And every molecule of your brain is now feeling clear, crystal clear. And as the stars, the moon, and the sun all come together in your favor, you bring a manifestation of what it is that you're calling in. And this golden light is now like a laser beam, totally and carefully and so fragrantly and so pervasively now beaming through the top of your head. It's like you can see for miles and miles, and between the stars, the moon and the sun, and the crown of your head, there's this beam of light. And you feel this golden light going all the way around the top of your head. This suddenly now moves down, and you recognize that you can change your life by 1% every day. You can do this easily by simply shifting the needle 1%. You can choose and decide right now that your body is your temple, and what you put into it is going to honor you and the person that you are already becoming. Now, as the golden light moves down through every brain cell, It now brings crystal clear clarity to every cell of your mind. It now allows you to feel awakened. It releases all of the overwhelm, all of the habits that may have held you back. It crystal clears them and allows you to feel a sense of space. You feel a sense of timelessness. This is where you're now recoding your body. So I'm going to ask your body, your nervous system to recode every molecule of your body so that your muscles and your cells will suddenly be filled with this golden light. Suddenly you are aligning your soul to a higher power. You are creating a new mission, a new vision. And it's almost as if you can hear your higher self decreeing and saying, I decree to dissolve, clear, and release all patterns that sabotage my body, health, and success. I hereby acknowledge all sabotaging patterns were done for a higher purpose. And now as you dissolve, clear, and release them, just feel a sense of this golden light now moving all the way down, deeper and deeper and deeper. And now I want you to say, as if your higher consciousness is doing this for you, I agree to receive all the learnings of the patterns of old. I release myself. I thank myself for the wonderful gift as you go deeper and deeper and deeper. And now let us command together the new moon and the manifestation of each and every one of you who agrees. Do you agree that you deserve to receive multi-million-dollar energy? Do you decree to deserve to transmute all your old thoughts that were sabotaging you and convert them into inspirational thoughts that will implement into your day-to-day rituals and habits? If you agree, if your higher consciousness agrees, I then ask, as you go deeper and deeper into a relaxation, into that wonderful feeling where you feel so, isn't it? And isn't it nice that you can do that now? And you can also create everything you know you wanted. And almost as if your higher consciousness is anointing and appointing you right in this moment, I ask your higher consciousness to decree, to clear, purify, and renew every cell of your body now. And now I ask that you will come into being able to understand that you have the right to have each master key. You have the right to the master key to genetically recode your relationships so that you will attract your avatars, so you will have a strong bond with soul-aligned people, so that you will be able to uphold yourself and become the strong, grounded, deep person. You deserve this master key. You deserve the master key to spiritual abundance, and this is your self-worth, your self-love. And whilst you are manifesting right now this multi-million-dollar energy, and whilst we are focusing on your rituals and habits of who you are becoming, you may even come to know that your success does not come from the goals that you create of the future. It becomes as part of who you are now. So, who you are now in that worthy state, you'll learn to shift the needle 1% in your habits every single day. Because systems are the journey of your creation, presence, and freedom. Goals are simply those visions that you create for the future. But this is about manifesting your beautiful, magnificent, strong, and purposeful self so that you can awaken the codes of abundance, so that your spirit can allow you to feel so worthy. And now just sense your feet on the ground. Or if you are laying down, just sense the soles of your feet as if Mother Earth is grounding you in. And yet, your higher self is now recoding and now seeking the master key. And now, as if your higher self is saying, I am one with money. Because money is currency, currency that gives you the right to be generous, to be kind, to be able to help other people. It's not so you can store money and be greedy. It's for the greater purpose of abundance and being able to give to humanity. Say after me, making money is loving and easy, and I am rich and divinely abundant. And even if your consciousness sleeps, your subconscious will take in these commands if it so feels it is safe for you. Now say after me, I am ready to deeply receive. I am ready to attract all the right people, clients, soulmate, friendships. I am now allowing myself to sell sacredly and serve generously and be authentic and transparent. I understand that my avatar is really just the old version of me, a mirror reflection. I understand there are people out there praying for someone just like me to come along, and that is you. That is you. That is you in your divinest source. That is you in your divinest power. I want you to highly, consciously, and subconsciously say, every conversation I have leads to my purpose, my genius zone, my alignment for love and connection. I attract new clients. I am now unlocking my genius zone. I have warrior confidence and I step into my warrior confidence of being powerful and magical and being strong and yet being kind, generous, poised, and yet serene in ruthless, fierce, bold courage. I am at one with my mission, and my mission is for the greater good of the world. Your mission is the gold beneath your infinite genius. The pain of your story can become your fame and your glory. And now, as I ask for you to manifest, for you to call in, not so that you can create an epic goal that you could be longing for the rest of your life, but so that you can bring in a deeply grounded new way of being now, isn't it? And I bet you feel so much better just hearing these words, because you know that they'll take you this way instead of that way, because that way was really just the way you knew. But now, as you step into your codes of confidence and power and glory. You can shift and lift the lid off your gold mine. You can state with crystal clear clarity that you are one with your goal. And I ask you with that laser beam of light between the stars, the moon, and the universe, the sun and the golden light to beam through into you, calling in your manifestation. And as I bring you back to the here and now, as I bring you back to crystal clear clarity, as I bring you back so that you will become more and more aligned of knowing your goal and who you are. And as I bring you back, I'm going to bring you back and ask you to be enlightened, awakened, and energized until it is time for you to sleep. And then when it is time for you to sleep, you'll integrate all of these wonderful, powerful words. And yet, only the words that are going to be of greater good for you. So, as I bring you back, one, bringing you back, two, and bringing you back, three. So now, eyes wide open. And now I wonder if you would like my ebook. Some of you may already have it, some of you may not, but I would like to invite you to my ebook that's going to give you a lot of the powerful words, that are going to give you a lot of the suggestions. And someone in my team is going to drop the ebook, and you can actually really put that into yourselves by stating some of those affirmations. So I'm also going to give you some homework, because I want to talk to you about putting this into action, because it's really important that whilst you may have been here for this beautiful manifestation, it's only going to work when you actually take massive aligned action. So here is the massive aligned action. Here is the homework for you as you can really call in and manifest your deepest desires. Ask yourself, who do I need to become now to have that goal? Now, I know that I had to change many of my own habits, and I knew that if I was going to do that, I needed to do it in a most easy way. So by shifting the needle of your life, so perhaps it could be a morning ritual. I want you to look at what you can do to shift the needle 1% in the 5 key areas of your life. Number one, to shift it in your routine, in your rituals and your habits. What can you do in the morning? Can you perhaps do some breathing, or can you meditate, or perhaps read a book, or say some affirmations? That could be one example. Number two, what do you need to do to enrich your relationships? Shift the needle. Do one little thing that creates it. Now, goals are great, but systems are more permanent. So when you bring in a system, which really is a ritual and a habit, what you're doing is you are creating freedom. Systems mean freedom. And so as you can bring 1% of change to each part of your life, that is going to make an epic difference. So if you can do that every day, be 1% better. Don't try and be 100% better tomorrow and then fall flat the following day. You are better off doing 1% of each part. So you've got your health, your body, your relationships, and of course, your self-worth, your prosperity codes. So what can you do to honor yourself and really let the universe know that you are valuable enough to be rich? Because when you unlock these prosperity codes, that is when money is going to change for you. That is when your self-worth will become better. Now, number 4, your zone of genius. This is where obviously I help people to step into that. Now, for those of you who know your zone of genius, Make sure you are inside of your zone of genius at least once a day. Okay, so doing something that you know brings you to life, doing something where time just literally disappears, you guys, right? So, really do something to light yourself up. That is how you can be in your zone of genius. And last but not least, launching your legacy life. Launching your legacy life. Now, that is where all your systems are set up and you are moving forward for action. Now, speaking of which, I am going to invite you now and I'm going to drop a special calendar. This is a calendar for you to have a call with me to discuss your zone of genius and launching your legacy. So, through my white glove of transformation, which is the 5 master keys, imagine being able to unlock all of that and then having your own white glove of transformation so you can have that for life, so you can bring that to your service, so that you can create that as your mission, so you can add it to your family, so that even if you were not a coach or a healer that wanted to expand your greatest possession in what you offer the world, you might be a parent that would like to give this to your child. You may be a teacher that wants to be able to know how to impact people. So whilst I am working with high achievers and people that are really wanting to be epically successful, if you're wanting to create that system for your life so that you can generate your greatest life, then I would love to have a talk with you. And we can discuss how you can create a system for your business, how you can force multiply. I know that sounds really masculine, all of your greatest gifts and literally be able to live them every single day and have the abundance to stand out, to be at the top of your field with your prosperity codes. And you know what? Here is the most important part. It's about becoming a magnet for the right people so that sales will never be the spammy, icky, horrid selling pushiness that you may have ever thought it was once. Instead, it'll be this sacred, divine gift where you are magnetically attracting your absolute avatar, your right people, your beautiful clients, the people that you want to work with, who you want to bless. So if you would like to jump on that call, go ahead, and I believe my links are in the comments. I just want to thank you all for holding space, and I'm going to say good night. I'm going to have a late dinner and I'm going to have a glass of wine and I'm going to enjoy the new moon manifestation. So happy new moon, and I will see you guys on the other side. See you soon.